morning students. So today we are going to start a new chapter, that is motion and time. So in this chapter we are going to study what is motion, okay, what are the different types of motion, how can you measure time, okay, what is speed, okay, and all these topics. So let's get started with the chapter. Introduction. So in class 6 you learned about different types of motions. You learned that a motion could be along a straight line, it could be circular, or it could be periodic. Can you recall these three types of motions? So in class 6 also you studied about motion. Okay, so what is motion? Basically motion means movement. Okay, so when you are moving from one place to another, or when a car is moving from one place to another, or when any vehicle is moving, okay, then what do we say? That we say that these vehicles are in motion, or we say that you are in motion. Okay, so motion means actually movement. Okay, so you also learned about that a motion could be along a straight line. So straight line motion means when you are walking on the road, suppose you're going on a straight line, so that is motion on a straight line, or car is going straight, that is also motion along a straight line. Then it could be circular motion. Circular motion, suppose motion of a swing, okay, or motion of a merry-go-round basically. So merry-go-round you have seen in fairs, okay, so in fairs you have seen that how a merry-go-round moves. It moves in a circular way. Or movement of a fan, okay, fan can also be a circular motion. Or periodic motion. Periodic motion means when a type of motion is repeated. For example, rotation of the earth. Okay, so rotation of the earth is repeated at every interval, so that is also called periodic motion. Okay, so it is a common experience that the motion of some objects is slow while that of some others is fast. Okay, so in some objects the motion is quite slow, where in some other objects you will find that the motion is quite fast. Okay, yeah, so you have a table like this in your textbook. So what you can do is you can write the answers in your copy. Okay, you can make this table and you can write the answers. I have given the solution in the next page. Okay, yes, so these are the solutions. So what is the first one? It is the soldiers in a march past. So soldiers in a march past will be along a straight line. Okay, so the motion is along a straight line. Next is bullock cart moving on a straight road. So if the road is straight, bullock cart will also move straight. Okay, so this is also along a straight line. Okay, so next is hands of an athlete in a race. Okay, so athlete, you know that in a race how the hands of the athlete move. Okay, so that is periodic because it is the same type of motion is repeated by the athlete, isn't it? The athlete keeps on repeating the same kind of motion, so it will be periodic motion. Then pedal of a bicycle in motion. Pedal of a bicycle, you know how the pedal moves in a circular way, isn't it? So you can write circular motion. Next is number 5, motion of the earth around the sun. This is periodic because the earth keeps on moving in the same direction in the same way. Okay, so it is periodic because the motion is repeated. Next is motion of a swing. Now, motion of a swing will be also periodic because the swing keeps on moving in the same way, isn't it? It is repeated till you get down. Suppose you are riding on a swing, it will keep on moving in the same way, isn't it? It is periodic till you get down, then it stops. Okay? So, the last one, motion of a pendulum. Pendulum is also periodic motion. You have seen pendulum clocks, isn't it? How they move. They keep on moving in the same way. So, that is periodic. Okay? Next we come to the next topic, that is slow or fast. We know that some vehicles move faster than the others. Even the same vehicle may move faster or slower at different times. Now suppose you are riding on a rickshaw and you are riding on a car, right? So when you are riding on a rickshaw, the motion will be slow, okay, because the rickshaw puller cannot move the rickshaw so fast, okay, it will be quite slow. But when you are riding on a car, your motion will be fast, okay. Sometimes, suppose the car, you get a traffic signal, then what will happen to the motion of the car? It will become slow, isn't it? At the traffic point, definitely the motion of the car will become slow, okay. And suppose the traffic lights become green, again the car will pick up the motion. So, even the same vehicle may move faster or slower at different times, okay. If the vehicles are moving on a road in the same direction, we can easily tell which one of them is moving faster than the other, isn't it? Suppose two cars are moving, it's moving in the same direction, then you can easily say that which car is moving faster than which car. Okay, one car is moving fast, one car is moving slow. Easily you can say, looking at the speed of the cars. Okay. So the distance moved by objects in a given interval of time can help us decide which one is faster or slower. For example, imagine that you have gone to see off your friend at the bus stand. Okay. Suppose you start pedaling your bicycle at the same time as the bus begins to move. The distance covered by you after it is easy to decide whose speed is the highest. One who takes shortest time to cover the distance of 100 meters has the highest speed. Suppose you have to cover a distance of 100 meters. You have started off on your bicycle and the bus has also started. Obviously, the movement of the bus will be faster, isn't it? Why? Because the bus will take less time to cover the distance of 100 meters. Suppose you have taken 10 minutes, the bus will hardly take 3 to 4 minutes, isn't it? So that means, looking at the time taken to cover a particular distance, you can easily say which one is faster and which one is slower. So generally, bicycles or rickshaws, they are quite slower compared to buses or trucks or any kind of cars or any kind of vehicles, isn't it? Now one activity was there, activity 13.1, that is not needed. Okay, you can skip that. So now we come to speed, the next topic, and as well as a very, very important topic. Okay. You are probably familiar with the word speed. In the examples given above, a higher speed seems to indicate that a given distance has been covered in a shorter time, isn't it? Suppose if I tell you, what is the speed? I mean, whose speed is the highest? Okay, a rickshaw puller's speed will be the highest or a bus driver's speed will be the highest. The bus drivers, definitely. Because why? Why you can say? Because a bus will take less time to cover a larger distance compared to the rickshaw puller, who will take definitely more time to cover that particular distance, isn't it? So a given distance has been covered in a shorter time or a larger distance has been covered in a given time. Okay, so if the time taken is quite short, then definitely the speed will be more, and if the time taken is quite huge, then definitely the speed will be less. Okay. So the most convenient way to find out which of the two or more objects is moving faster is to compare the distances moved by them in a unit time. Comparing. Okay. So how you can say that this is fast and this is slow? You have to compare the distances, isn't it? Suppose two types of cars have started from the same point, okay, and has to reach a particular destination. So how can you say which car will be faster? They have to start moving. So the one who will reach the destination faster will have the faster distance. I mean, the speed will be faster. And the one who has taken more time to cover a particular distance, the speed will be less, isn't it? So how can you say the speed is more or less? By comparison. Okay, you have to compare. Suppose two of you are running on the running track. Okay, how you will say that you are running faster than your friend? If you reach the final point at a less time and if your friend reaches the final point at more time, then definitely your speed will be more and your friend's speed will be less. Okay, so how can we say? By comparison. So remember, any such things like this, how can you say? You have to compare. So if you compare, then it becomes easier to tell that which is faster and which is slower. So the one who takes more time to cover a particular distance is slower, and the one who takes less time to cover a particular distance is faster. Okay, I hope you understood. So we'll continue with the explanation in the next slides. Thank you.